So here we have the Mini 3-door hatchback on a 65 plate. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside, as I mentioned, it's a 3-door car with alloy wheels. We have the Union Jack mirror caps to match the indicator side panels as well. We're going to start off inside the boot space first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have plenty of boot space available there. This tray will fold down to give you a flat boot surface, particularly for when you folded down those rear seats as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car. And then, as I mentioned, we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You have those dark brown leather seats. Plenty to run through on the dashboard as well, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, first of all, we have the rev counter, we have the speedometer in the centre, and the fuel gauge over on the right-hand side. Also, in the centre, you can see the total miles for this car. They are 60,477. You can change the information that's displayed above that by pressing a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various different things, including that digital readout for the speedometer. And if you leave it a few seconds, you'll see that will take over that section of the screen. We back out to the steering wheel next. We have cruise control and speed limiter on the left-hand side, stereo and phone controls on the right-hand side, and then in the center, the main screen itself. We're on the settings menu just there. All of these menus are accessed via this system down here. Mainly, you can do everything via this dial, which rotates, pushes down. It also moves left and right as well, which will become useful within certain menus. That button takes you to your main menu, and you've got a radio and telephone you can go straight into there as well. But using the dial, if you want to listen to radio, rotate it to radio, push it down. We've got AM, FM and DAB, as you can see. We can come back out to the main menu. So listen to your own music, go into the multimedia heading. And then from there, we have USB input, Bluetooth audio, and auxiliary input as well. We've also got your phone, so you can pair that up in order that you can use the Bluetooth audio and, of course, make and receive phone calls. We have the main volume for the stereo just there. Below that, we have dual zone climate control. You can adjust the passenger and driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in. And then when you're happy with those settings, your air conditioning is on at the minute. So that's off, back on, or hit auto. The car, as you can see and hear, will take full control of the fan speed and direction of the air for you. You can override that whenever you wish to. We have a heated driver's seat with 3 different heat settings, and the same over there for the passenger side. You can turn your traction control off. This button starts and stops the engine for the car when you want to go or obviously leave the vehicle. This turns off the stop and start, which is something different. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic, which in turn will save you fuel. That system is off when that light shows. We have a 12-volt charging socket, USB and auxiliary inputs, 2 cup holders. We've got the manual gear lever, so 6-speed manual gearbox, and then the controls that we went through just a moment ago. Lastly, you can change the driving setup of the car. So you are able to put the vehicle into sport mode, and you can see it's red around that dial section now. You can put it in mid mode, which is yellow, and green, which is green, and it will show you on here which one you've put it in as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.